normally I get emails sent straight to me, Purple.
You do, Jim. And they normally start with "You are a legend," don't they? Or
King
of Kings.
Pretty much.
King of Kings.
Pretty much every time. But this one here has been so serious. Did this person take his complaint?
Yes.
That he's taken it to the station. Who? Not even just to me.
Who's it directed at?
Dear Triple M, I tuned in as always midday Saturday for the rub.
Oh, no.
And I quickly realised there was no sign of the King of Kings.
There we are.
In his place was the worst hosting I have ever heard in any form of the electronic media.
Damien.
Clearly not prepared. No idea what was meant to happen next. Didn't know the sponsor's name. At one stage, called for people to ring in, which hasn't happened since 2006. This is String Bean, by the way.
String Bean.
Yeah, he goes-
Yeah, I was wondering who it was.
He says, my golf club contacts me when they've called the greens and I don't bother playing for 2 weeks. If Jim isn't hosting, or Duke, or Howie, or someone who has at least half a clue, please in future send me an alert. Go Dockers, String Bean. Now,
String Bean.
I wasn't there, so I had heard from third and fourth hand that it was as bad as String Bean's telling me.
Well,
But you were there.
Well, I was there, and then I was actually part of the problem too, Jim. I didn't help. I butchered a couple of periods where I was meant to cover for Bill. But we might just revisit some of it, Jim, because it was quite extraordinary. He rolled in, and he was excited the fact that you weren't here.
Yes.
You, Bill.
Oh, yeah.
Bill
I'm
rolled
here.
in,
I'm
and he was excited, and he thought, this is my moment. And he didn't want us to know what he wanted to do. He didn't want to have a pre-show meeting. He just said, leave it to me. And at the very top, he was a little bit rattled.
For Ream Hot Water and McDonald's.
Triple M rocks footy.
Oh, no.
It's a beautiful day here in Melbourne and a better day here in the Triple M studios. Don't worry about that.
Where is he?
And what a show we have for you. Billy Brownless, that's right, Billy Brownless.
What are you doing?
Sitting
Where
in
is
the
he?
host chair. Shut up, I haven't introduced any of you blokes yet. Billy Brownless in the host chair, and it's going to be a good show. It's a new host, new voice, new segments, and new vibe. I already like it. I already like the sound of it. And looking forward to a big show. We'll have Tim Membry from St Kilda on. You just have a spell, boys. We'll have a chat to Tim. The quiz is on earlier this week, which is fantastic, so it should be. The family will love that. We have some news from Damo, if he's got any.
Where is it? Where is...
And
What's happening here?
enough.
Why are you
We'll
in
come
the
up
host
shortly.
chair?
Now, Jim's not here.
Really?
You probably would have worked that out by now. He's in Canberra. He got stuck. He's delayed. We'll go to Bernie in a minute because you're on the flight tracker.
I'm tracking him.
But what I heard was that he was going to make the flight. Everything was okay. And he had his fireworks, but just needed a couple more VHSs, a couple more videos, and ran back.
He's gone with an old joke, Jim, about the
geez,
Canberra
that's
access.
That's as flat a start to a show as I've ever heard.
That was actually okay.
No, it wasn't.
It's worse than that.
Well, I think we're about to hear it.
There's a couple of things, as you said, we don't do on Triple M on Saturday. I think I've been with it now since 2006. We've never once taken talkback in that 12 to 2 period. He tried to go to talkback at about 12:07 when it was all going flat. But But the other thing we don't do in the first segment, almost never, unless it's a blinding game the night before, is talk about footy.
No.
We refuse to talk about footy. Bill, at 12:03, went down this path.
Now, not sure where we go. Now, that was a good start. We do have the big game, Western Bulldogs Adelaide at Mars Stadium. We'll go straight to that. Looking forward to that. That'll be a great game down at Ballarat. Hopefully Jim would go to that.
We generally touch on last night's game, don't we?
Good game last night, wasn't it, Duck? Saints won.
You were the bot, Bill. Who played?
Now, Duck, why
Who played, Bill?
5 in a row, Saints beat the Giants. Giants
Yeah,
in front at half-time, and Jackie Higgins.
We normally don't go to footy this early. We normally get through
we
the
touch
first
on it.
15
We
minutes.
touch.
And
We touch on
no,
it.
we don't.
Why are the Saints won 5 in a row?
Why?
Oh, we're not talking hard footy now, Bill. No, this is too early.
I want to know.
No, you don't.
Why
the rest.
are the Saints won 5 in a row? That was the sentence.
Duck knew what I was talking about. He's a rabble, Duck. I'm trying to get stuff out, and he's all over me.
And then, so that didn't work. We couldn't get a flow there. And then he wanted to take talkback and did take talkback, and he got some very honest feedback there. And
Actually, probably shouldn't have been.
and then, Jim, there's a problem with Bill on Saturdays because he's trying to put on his late quaddie,
Yes.
and then the early quaddie starts, though, around about race 2 time. And then that started, and we lost him then for a moment. And then he had the problem of throwing to the first break.
Yep.
So about 12:14, needing to go to the 12:15 break. This is how that one unfolded.
He's tapping me to take more
Look,
calls.
he's actually got
what's
his head
this?
down.
So
Rick.
what are we going to do next?
We're gonna take
Because
a
you
break.
wanted to host.
Where are we
you wanted
going?
to
We're
host.
going to take a break, and then Tim
Not at
Membry.
10 past
Yes,
Hang on.
from the Saints.
It's the
is coming
earliest
up.
break we've ever had.
Quarter past. We've got to go to him.
We'll just pad. Well, we can't pad just 2 more minutes. We're going to take a break. In memory from the Saints after the break. Jim, see what are we on?
This is a Saturday rub.
Yeah, Bernie had to actually name the show.
Did you see?
It was 1:09 when you
I'm
started
trying
throwing
to
the ad.
host, and you got blokes chipping in all the time. Like, give the man a go. If I'm trying to land the jet. And I've got little Cessnas coming in from the side, driving me mad. Shut up.
Tell you what, Bill, did you have a greater appreciation for our man over here who does hold it together pretty well each week
No, always
and lets
have.
us all have our say and listens to us and has somewhere to go each time?
Well, so I go around what you do, Jim. So I go to Duck. He's got nothing, as usual. So then I go to
brought a
Damo.
pen?
Nothing, as usual. And then I go to Bernie. He tells me about the tracker or some bloody flight tracker. Nothing as usual. So after 3 minutes, I've gone, oh, geez, we're in trouble here. The boys are giving me absolutely nothing.
Well, we got the message from Jim that he wasn't going to be there, and he said, give Bill nothing.
Yep.
So normally I have something I made up 5 minutes before the show, but I couldn't throw to myself, so I was in a bit of trouble. And then we forgot the sponsors.
Yeah,
Apparently,
you
the first
forgot
leg of the
sponsors.
quaddie, the early quaddie.
Oh, mate, we had everything was going wrong, so it was great to see you back. It is a hard job. That's why the good ones are very good. That's why they stand out.
He is
hosts.
the best, and we
Well,
hate to
don't
say that
worry.
about him,
And
don't we, Bill?
I'm happy to say I'm third or fourth banana. I know that, right? And Damo, you're behind me. Don't
know
ever
that.
think you're in front
Oh,
of
I
me.
haven't thought that. I know my place and
I've
always
had
have.
Matty Haywood put it onto an email for me, and we've actually re-signed for 3 years. But when I'm up to sign again, I'm going to send it to Grant Blackley. I want to say, if you don't want me, this is the sort of shit you're going to end up with.
Well, me and Grant are just
Yeah,
very
they've had,
buddies.
they've had beers in the recent times, Jim.
We're lunching and dinnering together.
Dinnering. It's the rush hour, Triple M.